Hello, I'm Stefan De Gale, your host for this year's induction ceremony into the Fatima College Hall of Achievement. We're here at the Government Plaza in Port of Spain, so come with me into the auditorium.
Your Excellency Christine Carla Kangaloo, ORTT, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Your Excellency Kerwin Garcia, SC, First Gentleman of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Keith Scotland, SC, Minister in the Ministry of National Security, Mrs. Ayana Gaspard Clark, Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, members of the Holy Ghost Fathers Board of Management, Mr. Christian Fleming, President of the Fatima Old Boys Association, past presidents of the Fatima Old Boys Association, Mrs. Gillian Ramdas, Acting Principal of Fatima College, and Mr. Ramdas, esteemed inductees into the Fatima Hall of Achievement, guests of the inductees, members of the Fatima community, and well-wishers. Good evening to you all. As we begin this evening's celebration of excellence, allow me to introduce myself. I am Stefan De Gale, and it is my honor and privilege to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for this momentous occasion. As a proud member of the Fatima community, I am pleased to guide you through this evening's proceedings as we celebrate the achievements of those who have carried the spirit of this institution to extraordinary success. Tonight, we gather under the banner of excellence, in the spirit of celebration and gratitude to honor a legacy that has stood unwavering for generations, the legacy of Fatima College. Welcome to the Fatima Hall of Achievement induction ceremony, where we recognize the extraordinary and immortalize the remarkable. The Hall of Achievement is not merely a list of names. It is a living testament to the brilliance, determination, and character of our community. It is enshrined not in bricks and mortar, but in the heart of Fatima's enduring legacy, a beacon of what can be achieved when passion meets purpose and education is wielded as a transformative force. Through their extraordinary achievements, tonight's inductees have inspired not only the many individuals directly associated with our college, but also the world beyond. To fully appreciate their contributions, it is important, therefore, for us to understand the categories through which we recognize them this evening. Firstly, in the sphere of business. This category celebrates innovators and leaders who have transformed industries and elevated the standards of modern enterprise. These individuals embody the spirit of entrepreneurship, strategic insight, and resilience, leaving a lasting legacy of economic growth and empowerment. Their work transcends mere transactional commerce, but has influenced lives and communities through the opportunities they create. In the realm of culture, These inductees have enriched the cultural fabric of Trinidad and Tobago and beyond. Through their groundbreaking contributions to the arts, literature, music, and carnival, they have amplified our nation's voice on the global stage. Their dedication in preserving and reimagining our culture inspires pride, unity, and a deeper appreciation for the essence of who we are. In the category of education, these individuals are champions of knowledge and the transformative power of learning. Through teaching, research, and academic leadership, they have enriched the lives of many. Their tireless efforts ensure that each generation is equipped to lead, innovate, and contribute meaningfully to society. Among us, we celebrate this evening pioneers. This category celebrates trailblazers who have dared to dream beyond convention, breaking barriers and forging new paths. Their courage to innovate and their determination to overcome challenges have reshaped landscapes and created possibilities for others to follow. In the sphere of public service, these inductees have devoted their lives to advancing the greater welfare of society by employing the principles of good governance, equity, and community building. Their contributions have strengthened the entities and communities they serve. Their ethos will be a lasting testament to the transformative power of service and of sound leadership. For religion, we recognize those who have been a guiding light to many through their spiritual vocations. With compassion, faith, and moral clarity, they have dedicated themselves to fostering hope and nurturing the human spirit through service to the divine incarnate in human beings. And finally, in the realm of sport, this category honors athletes and coaches who have represented Fatima College or Trinidad and Tobago, together with individuals who have built impactful careers in a vast array of sport-related fields. Whether on the field or driving related advocacy efforts, their contributions exemplify the discipline, perseverance, and excellence that define the sporting world. Each inductee honored this evening has made a profound impact in their respective category of recognition. Their achievement stands as pillars of excellence, reflecting the enduring values of Fatima College. This evening's celebrations allow us to honor their exceptional achievements and for each one of us to also embrace the spirit of Fatima College, a spirit that ignites brilliance, shapes leaders, and inspires individuals to create a lasting impact on the world. So again, welcome to the Fatima Hall of Achievement induction ceremony, a tribute to excellence and a source of inspiration to strive on. The life of entities such as ours and such as the Fatima Old Boys Association thrive only because there is a clear and shared vision alongside an active commitment to strengthen the bonds of the Fatima community. It falls to an old boy to carry the title of president of the association, under whose stewardship this vision is communicated and those communal bonds are fostered. Please join me then in welcoming the president of the Fatima Old Boys Association, Mr. Christian Fleming, to share his remarks.
Good night, all. All protocols having been established. Compliments of the season. Honored inductees, ladies and gentlemen, specially invited guests, and esteemed members of our community. I am Christian Fleming, sitting president of the Fatima Old Boys Association. It is with great pleasure and sincerity I can say welcome. Welcome to this momentous occasion. as we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements and lasting contributions of our distinguished inductees. It is a privilege to stand before you today, surrounded by individuals who have demonstrated excellence, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to their respective fields. Today, we honor not only the accomplishments of these extraordinary individuals, but also the inspiration they provide to all of us. Their stories remind us of the power of perseverance, the importance of passion, and the impact of hard work. Each inductee has left an indelible mark on Fatima'S history, and we are here to recognize their legacy. As we embark on this celebration, let us reflect on the values that unite us and the shared vision that drives us forward. Together, we will pay tribute to those who have shaped our esteemed institution, past, and continue to inspire our future. As I revisit the college's motto, Nintendo Ventures, which translates to, by striving, you shall conquer, our inductees have embraced and continue to adhere to these powerful words, and we are here to pay homage to them and their achievements. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this milestone celebration. Welcome again, and have a great night.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fleming. Ladies and gentlemen, our presence here has its genesis in the existence of a school that has successfully educated and nurtured thousands of young men. I say successfully because these boys have taken their college motto, Nintendo Ventures, to be more than a phrase on a crest, but rather have allowed the words to define all of their endeavors. This has not happened by chance. This was the desire of our college's first principal, Father John Byrne, and has lived on through the almost 8 decades of our college's existence. The Holy Ghost Fathers Board of Management have worked tirelessly to sustain the essence of this motto by keeping every pillar which supports our college strong, so that for another 80 years of excellence, one of the trademarks of our Fatima boys will be seen in what we celebrate this evening. So to deliver remarks on behalf of the Holy Ghost Fathers Board of Management, please join me in welcoming Member of the Board of Management, Mr. Dwight Andrews.
All protocols having been already established, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is both an honor and a privilege to address you this evening on behalf of the Holy Ghost Fathers Board of Management, as we come together to celebrate the extraordinary achievements of this year's inductees into the prestigious Fatima Hall of Achievement. The board has always championed the holistic development of individuals, steadfast in its commitment to cultivating excellence in education, character formation, and the enduring sense of service to the community. This evening, we witness the embodiment of these values in the outstanding individuals we celebrate, men, and for the first time, women, whose lives are testament to the transformative power of education and a shared commitment to uplifting the society. Fatima College, this may get some laughs, along with our sister school, St. Mary's College, it was too easy, has consistently stood as a bastion of academic and moral fortitude in Trinidad and Tobago, and indeed the Caribbean. It is our unwavering mission to ensure these institutions remain preeminent, setting unparalleled benchmarks for education, ethical, and cultural excellence. The Fatima Hall of Achievement exemplifies this legacy, serving as a resounding affirmation of the caliber of individuals nurtured within these walls. The hall is not merely an accolade or a collection of biographies. It is a living archive of triumph, a repository of inspiration for generations to come. The hall represents, importantly, the results of living by our motto, Nintendo Vinces, as it immortalizes the exceptional accomplishments of our alumni community while reflecting the enduring values and virtues instilled at Fatima College. Tonight's inductees are exemplars in these ideals. Their achievements are a clarion call to the current and future students to pursue excellence with unyielding determination. As custodians of that legacy, we at the Holy Ghost Fathers Board of Management are steadfast in our vision for both Fatima College and St. Mary's College, not merely to educate minds, but to ignite spirits, not just to impart knowledge, but to inspire purpose. Our aim is to nurture leaders of tomorrow, visionaries who will illuminate the world with their dedication between educators, family, alumni, and community members, all harmoniously united in elevating these venerable institutions. Our esteemed inductees, I extend heartfelt congratulations on behalf of the Holy Ghost Fathers Board of Management. You are now part of a very esteemed group of old boys. To date, we have approximately, it's going to be more, but we went with a conservative figure. We have at least 50,000 students that have passed through Fatima College. Yet our Hall of Achievement to date only recognizes 78 persons. The addition of these 17 inductees today will increase the Hall's overall membership to 95. Your accomplishments, therefore, represent the zenith of human endeavor when coupled with discipline, perseverance, and an unrelenting commitment to purpose. You personify the highest aspirations of Fatima College, embodying service, innovation, and most of all, excellence. Permit me also to express gratitude to the Fatima Old Boys Association for its tireless work in orchestrating this extraordinary event and for their enduring commitment to advancing the mission of our alma mater. In closing, let us leave tonight invigorated and inspired by the lives, legacies of these remarkable inductees. May the Fatima Hall of Achievement continue to serve as a luminous beacon, reminding us of the transformative power of education and boundless potential of the human spirit. Together, let us remain unwavering in our collective ambition, ensuring that Fatima remains a bastion of greatness for generations to come.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andrews, for your thoughtful remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, our college is part of the education landscape of Trinidad and Tobago, and therefore, we fall under the remit of the Ministry of Education. Representing the Ministry of Education with us this evening is the Deputy Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Ayana Gaspard-Clark, who will bring remarks on behalf of the ministry. And following her remarks, we kindly ask her to remain on stage to assist us with the distribution of awards. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Ayana Gaspard-Clark.
Their Excellencies, Christine Kangaloo, ORT, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and Kerwin Garcia, SC, First Gentleman of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Keith Scotland, Minister in the Ministry of National Security, members of the Board of Management, Fatima Old Boys alumni, Ms. Julian Ramdas, Acting Principal, Mr. Christian Fleming, President, Fatima Old Boys Association, teaching and auxiliary staff, stakeholders in education, students, Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is a privilege to join you for this Hall of Achievement induction ceremony. The Minister of Education, Dr. the Honorable Nyan Gadsby-Dolly, regrets not being able to address you today, but extends warm congratulations to all honorees and a heartfelt appreciation for this initiative, which is one that inspires others by recognizing the contributions of those who have left an indelible mark on this institution and indeed our society at large. To the Fatima Old Boys Association, I commend your tradition of honoring your own, one that inspires generations of students to strive for greatness and embodies the ethos of your motto. These are the kinds of initiatives that help to create the ideal Trinidad and Tobago citizen, those that embody the positive values, attitudes, and beliefs that we wish to see in our young men. Ladies and gentlemen, education bears a profound and dynamic responsibility to serve as one of the key centerpieces in addressing the pressing challenges that confront our nation, including the upsurge of violence that is becoming quite a trend. Now, more than ever, we are in need of citizens who take pride in our nation, individuals who embody and exemplify the national watchwords of discipline, production, and tolerance. It is through education that we have power to nurture such individuals, and this evening's ceremony underscores one important truth, that schools are way more than institutions of learning. They are the core of nation building. At Fatima College, this foundation is very clear, and this is well deserving of a round of applause. The achievements celebrated today remind us that true success is not solely defined by personal accolades, but is ultimately measured by the positive impact we have on the lives of others. As a ministry, we are particularly moved by the collective spirit that events like this engender. As we convene in this space, it reminds us of the great strength of alumni networks, community partnerships. These are vital for ensuring that our education system continues to be robust, equitable, and inclusive. To the inductees, the Ministry of Education congratulates you. Your accomplishments in your respective fields, be it business, sports, education, the arts, or community service, proves that the positive values instilled here at Fatima College have redounded well to the fabric of Trinidad and Tobago and beyond. I encourage those students who are here today to continue to dream boldly, work diligently, and above all, remember the importance of community service. Congratulations once again to the inductees, and may God bless us richly.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Gaspard-Clark, for your remarks on behalf of the Honorable Minister. At this moment, we embark on the presentation of awards for the education category, a celebration of those who have profoundly shaped minds, ignited passions for learning, and elevated the field of education to new heights. So we begin with Professor Sanjay Bahadur Singh. Professor Sanjay Bahadur Singh is a distinguished academic and professional in the fields of electrical engineering and sustainable energy. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in electrical and computer engineering from the University of the West Indies, a master's degree in power systems engineering and economics from the University of Manchester, a PhD in electrical and electronic engineering from the University of Manchester as well. At just 41, he became the youngest male professor at the University of the West Indies, serving as a professor of power systems and sustainable energy and a former head of Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering from 2021 to 2024. He has made substantial contributions to engineering education and policy in Trinidad and Tobago and the wider Caribbean. He has served as chairman of the National Technical Committee for Electrical Codes at the Trinidad and Tobago Bureau of Standards, and as president of the International Electrotechnical Commission's National Electrotechnical Committee for Trinidad and Tobago. His leadership extends to co-chairing the Specification Committee for Electric and Plug-in Hybrid Vehicles and spearheading significant initiatives such as the country's first commercially inspected solar power EV-DC fast charger. His professional accolades include serving as an expert witness for the High Court of Trinidad and Tobago, notably during the 2015 to 2019 submarine power cable failure investigation. A prolific researcher, consultant, and advocate, Professor Bahadur Singh is a senior member of the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers and has championed STEM education through initiatives such as the IEEE Essentia module and the Women in Engineering Affinity Group. In recognition of his outstanding service to engineering and education, he was awarded the Hummingbird Medal Gold in 2024. His contributions to standards development, sustainable energy, and education reflect his unwavering commitment to advancing Trinidad and Tobago's engineering and educational landscape. Please welcome on stage our first inductee, Professor Sanjay Bahadur Singh. We continue now with Mr. Anthony Garcia. Mr. Anthony Garcia is a graduate of the Mausaka Teachers College and a University of the West Indies alumnus. Mr. Garcia brought his expertise to Fatima College in the year 2000, creating history as the only individual in Trinidad and Tobago to serve as principal of both a primary and secondary school. His tenure at Fatima lasted until his retirement in the year 2009, during which time he transformed the institution into an even more formidable center of academic, cultural, and sporting excellence. Mr. Garcia's vision for Fatima College was clear: to be an educational institution where excellence abounds. He worked tirelessly to achieve this by engaging all key stakeholders, including the Board of Management, the Fatima Old Boys Association, and the Parent Support Group. He was meticulous in ensuring their input and collaboration in every major decision. Under his leadership, middle management was strengthened, and he insisted that all deans and heads of department were appointed by the Teaching Service Commission, leaving no room for interim roles in his pursuit of operational stability. A staunch believer in the principle that the working conditions of the teachers and the learning conditions of the child, Mr. Garcia collaborated with the college manager to improve Fatima's physical infrastructure. His efforts led to the upgrading of science laboratories, improved classrooms, and an overall uplift of the campus, always with the support of stakeholders. Mr. Garcia also focused on discipline, reinforcing the adage that Fatima boys are good boys, and ensuring they lived up to that standard. Beyond academics, he championed sports and cultural activities, believing that an educated young man should be well-rounded. Under his stewardship, Fatima's choirs excelled at music festivals, and the college achieved sporting success in football, swimming, cricket, and many others. Beyond his contributions to Fatima College, Mr. Garcia served as our nation's our nation with distinction as president of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association tutor for 13 years, and president of the Caribbean Union of Teachers for 2 years. He tirelessly advocated for better working conditions and learning conditions for teachers and students alike. He also served as Minister of Education from 2015 to 2020 and was recognized as an education icon during Trinidad and Tobago's 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations. A dedicated community servant, Mr. Garcia contributed significantly to organizations such as the Malabar Village Council, Arima All-Stars Steel Orchestra, and Friends of the Arima Hospital. He remains a steadfast supporter of Fatima College, continuing to be actively involved in its activities even after his retirement. Please join me in welcoming our inductee, Mr. Anthony Garcia. Continue with Dr. Daphne Hayward. Dr. Daphne Hayward is a distinguished educator whose career reflects an unwavering dedication to academic excellence and the transformative power of education. A proud alumna of Holy Name Convent, she began her journey in education with her undergraduate studies and a teacher certification at the University of the West Indies. In 1973, Dr. Hayward joined Fatima College, where she gave distinguished service for over 2 decades. As head of the English department and later Dean of Form 6, she played a pivotal role in shaping the academic and cultural fabric of the institution. In 1980, her expertise was further recognized when she was seconded as a Commonwealth teacher, highlighting her standing as a leader in the field of education. In 1994, Dr. Hayward and her family migrated to Canada. That same year, her son Andre proudly passed for Fatima College, marking a bittersweet milestone for the family. Once in Canada, Dr. Hayward pursued advanced studies, earning a Master's of Education from Western University, formerly the University of Western Ontario, and a PhD in Sociology and Equity Studies in Education from the University of Toronto. Her doctoral thesis received the prestigious Best Thesis in International and Comparative Education in 2002, award from the International Comparative Education Society of Canada, exemplifying her commitment to academic excellence. During her career in Canada, Dr. Hayward taught at 4 Ontario universities, culminating in her role as a lecturer in the Master of Teaching program at the University of Toronto. Her impact on the next generation of educators was profound, and she retired in January of the year 2020, leaving behind a legacy of mentorship, innovation, and excellence in education. Dr. Hayward's roots and values are deeply tied to her family. As one of 7 siblings, she embodies the strength and determination that comes from close-knit family. Her pride in her son Andre, who also pursued excellence in his academic journey, reflects her own commitment to fostering education and achievement in all aspects of life. Dr. Daphne Hayward's life and career stand as a testament to her dedication to education, her leadership within academic communities, and her enduring impact on generations of students. Her journey from Holy Name Convent to Fatima College and beyond continues to inspire those who follow in her footsteps. Please join me in welcoming a representative of her family to receive this on her behalf. Continue now with Dr. Bruce Paddington, a trailblazer in education and audiovisual innovation, whose contributions to Fatima College and Trinidad and Tobago have left an indelible mark on the fields of education and media. From 1973 to 1978, Dr. Paddington taught history and English at Fatima College, during which time he revolutionized the educational experience by establishing the first audiovisual center in the country. Under his leadership, the AV Center became a hub of creativity and innovation, training over 100 teachers and students in the use of audiovisual aids and educational technology. Dr. Paddington organized regular film screenings in the AV room, school hall, and even on the playing field, creating an engaging learning environment. He also worked closely with students to produce short films, 3 of whom went on to careers at TTT, the national television station. The AV Center's success garnered national recognition from the Ministry of Education and led to the creation of 4 AV positions at the newly formed Mukrapo Schools Community Project. Dr. Paddington served as Director of Instructional Materials for the project, running workshops across the country and driving the production of educational programs like the Al Orden series, which involved both students and teachers of Fatima. During his tenure at Fatima, Dr. Paddington co-directed and produced The Model, which won the Secondary Schools Drama Festival for Fatima College, showcasing his commitment to nurturing artistic talent. The key figures from MSCP, both teachers and students, later formed the foundation of Banyan Productions, which Dr. Paddington co-founded in 1974. Banyan went on to produce influential works such as Who the Cap Fits for the Family Planning Association, involving ex-students and teachers trained at Fatima. The AV Center also hosted numerous distinguished visitors, including the renowned author V.S. Naipaul, further solidifying its reputation as a center of excellence and innovation. Dr. Bruce Paddington's visionary contributions to education and media have left a profound legacy, and his impact on Fatima College and beyond makes him a most deserving inductee into the Fatima Hall of Achievement. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Bruce Paddington as he comes forward to receive his award. Elias. Known affectionately as Miss Zakur, during her time at Fatima College, Mrs. Janet Zakur Elias is remembered for her intelligence, grace, and unwavering dedication to her students. A pioneer in many respects, she was the first woman of Syrian-Lebanese descent in Trinidad to be awarded an island scholarship, which she used to pursue studies in French and Spanish at the University of the West Indies. Mrs. Zakur Elias broke barriers as one of the first 2 women to join the teaching staff at Fatima College, where she spent 8 impactful years. She was celebrated for her engaging and creative lesson plans in languages and religious knowledge, leaving a lasting impression on her students. While teaching, she earned a diploma in education with distinction and co-authored both a French and Spanish textbook, the latter in collaboration with then principal, Mr. Clive Pantin. Following her tenure at Fatima, she embarked on a remarkable 31-year career in corporate communications, most notably at the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago. As the manager of NGC's Corporate Communications Department, she became an early advocate for corporate social responsibility, championing initiatives that directed funding to the support of the arts, sports, and science. Her vision and leadership had a profound impact on the communities NGC served. Mrs. Jeanette Zakuri Elias passed away in April of this year, leaving behind a legacy of trailblazing achievement, steadfast dedication, and an enduring commitment to education, community, and family. She remains an inspiring figure whose impact continues to resonate. Please join me in welcoming a representative from the family of the late Mrs. Jeanette Zakuri Elias to graciously accept this award on her behalf. We extend our sincere thanks to the Deputy PS for assistance. And ladies and gentlemen, again, I ask you to join me in congratulating all the inductees in the education category for their outstanding achievements. So it is my pleasure now to introduce our first musical item this evening, a student of Upper 6 at our college. And I always remark, he does not play the pan. As one lady said at our recently concluded concert, that boy knows how to touch a pan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, performing every year, every Christmas, Master Jeremiah Forgenet Reyes. you very much to Master Jeremiah Reyes. So please let's applaud him again, putting us even more into the Christmas spirit. We move now to the presentation of awards for the categories of religion, public service, business, sport, and culture. I invite now Acting Principal of Fatima College, Mrs. Gillian Ramdas, and member of the Holy Ghost Father Board of Management, Mr. Shad Seaton, to the stage to assist in the distribution of these awards. We begin this segment with Father Gregory Augustine, who has devoted over 3 decades of his life to Fatima College, his alma mater, as an educator, administrator, and spiritual leader. Father Gregory's journey began as a student in 1974, and his devoted service continues today in his role as chairman of the Board of Management, even after serving as principal from 2009 to 2021. Father Gregory's tenure as principal was a transformative one for Fatima College. During his time, signature projects were completed. The school refurbishment project in 2010, the library and Form 6 study room renovation in 2011, the school pavilion and the gym renovation in 2012, the construction of a new wing in 2013, the installation of smart boards in 2016, the chapel renovation in 2017, and the list goes on. Under his guidance, Fatima College reached new heights in academics, achieving the highest number of national scholarships, 15 in the school's history. Culturally, he expanded the college's offerings, including the introduction of the annual school concert Gifts of Blue and Gold, an expanded carnival program featuring mass bands and a steel band competition. Father Gregory's tenure to the present day has strengthened the relationship between Fatima College and the Fatima Old Boys Association, fostering a dynamic and collaborative partnership. His vision of synergy between the association and the college became a cornerstone policy of the Board of Management. Please join me in welcoming Father Gregory Augustine to receive his award. We continue with Mr. Roy Augustus, a trailblazer in education, community development, and culture, whose exceptional contributions to Trinidad and Tobago continue to resonate today. Born on the 22nd of April 1943 in St. Paul Street, East Dry River, he spent the first part of his life immersed in a community that inspired his long life passion for service. A proud alumnus of Bethlehem Boys RC, Nelson Street Boys RC, and Fatima College, he achieved his senior Cambridge certificate in 1960, choosing to prioritize his academics over football, where he represented Fatima up to the Coles level. As a passionate advocate for East Dry River community, Roy was instrumental in the construction of the St. Paul Street Community Center, one of the first in Trinidad. He championed initiatives to promote sport, music, and youth development. A proud member of the City Symphony Steel Orchestra, he also played a key role in Trinidad and Tobago Steel Pan movement, becoming the first president of Pan Trimbago when the organization was renamed from the National Association of Trinidad and Tobago Steel Bandmen in 1971. His leadership was marked by teamwork, innovation, and a deep commitment to Pan culture. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Roy Augustus, to receive his award. After completing a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Management at the University of the West Indies in 1979, he continued at the Ivy Business School at the University of Western Ontario, Canada, where he earned a master's degree in business administration. He began his professional career at Citibank Trinidad in 1982, progressing rapidly through the hierarchy to hold seats including Managing Director of Citicorp, Merchant Bank, and in 1995, Managing Director of Citibank Trinidad. Under his leadership, Citibank expanded its franchise across the Caribbean and achieved global recognition as the most innovative and profitable franchise in Latin America. In 2004, he was appointed Division Executive for Turkey, Israel, and Central Asia, where he oversaw operations in 9 countries. His tenure included spearheading Citicorp's acquisition of a $3.2 billion stake in Turkey's largest bank and earning accolades as the best corporate finance bank, best foreign exchange bank, and best cash management bank. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Mr. Bideshi's philanthropic contributions are profound. Strongly influenced by former Fatima College principal, the late Clive Pantin, he has been instrumental in initiatives such as rehabilitating the St. Michael Home for Boys during Trinidad's economic downturn in the 1980s, and co-founding Foundation Enrichment and Enhancement of Life, FEEL, where he served as its first chairman. FEEL remains one of Trinidad and Tobago's foremost charitable organizations. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Steve Bideshi as he comes forward to receive his award. Distinguished leader in football development, coaching, and education, whose extensive career has significantly impacted the sport in Trinidad and Tobago and across the entire Caribbean. A proud alumnus of Fatima College, the class of 1980, Mr. Corneille pursued his passion for football and education with excellence. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in physical education from Erskine University, South Carolina, where he was a 3-time All-American soccer team member and was inducted into the college's Hall of Fame. Mr. Corneille's remarkable contributions to football include serving as Technical Director of Trinidad and Tobago Football, FIFA Technical Development Officer for the Southeast Caribbean, and a Senior Coach Educator for CONCACAF. He has designed and conducted coaching education programs, including the first ever A-license course in the Caribbean, benefiting over 500 participants. Mr. Corneille's accolades include the Trinidad and Tobago Football Federation Sterling Contribution Award, being the youngest player to score a hat-trick for Trinidad and Tobago's senior team at the age of 16, and recognition as a triad area leader and a top 40 under 40 in North Carolina. It is this unwavering dedication to football development and education which makes him a most deserving inductee into the Fatima Hall of Achievement. Please join me in welcoming a representative from the family of Mr. Anton Corneille to accept this award on his behalf. Our next inductee, Mr. Peter Samuel, born in Woodbrook, a hub of Trinidad's mass culture. Mr. Samuel had an early introduction to Carnival due to the vibrant mass camps in his neighborhood. With a career spanning over 49 years, Mr. Samuel is a mass maker, mass player, and mass ambassador, whose contributions continue to shape Carnival arts today. Most recently, his band, Kinetic Mass, made headlines with a triumphant return to the Peter Minshall-designed Mass Theatre, winning Band of the Year in 2020. In 2023, his collaboration with new designers resulted in Yokoso, which won Medium Band of the Year. His lifelong involvement in mass and advocacy for Carnival arts and culture did not limit his involvement in other spheres. He has also made significant contributions to sport, having represented Trinidad and Tobago in swimming and water polo for 15 years and coaching for over a decade. He pioneered aquatherapy and aerobic programs, including at the UWI and in local community pools, impacting countless lives through his dedication to health and wellness. In 2005, Mr. Samuel was awarded the Hummingbird Medal Silver for his outstanding contributions to sport and culture. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Peter Samuel to receive his award. Mr. Robert Solomon, a visionary creative, philanthropist, community builder, whose remarkable journey from Fatima College was celebrated every year in design and charitable initiatives, which left an indelible mark on his community. He showcased his talents, particularly in decoration and artistic expression, as he contributed to the college's carnival fundraisers, setting a standard for creativity and a dedication that continues to this day. Mr. Solomon's philanthropy was equally impactful. A cornerstone of his legacy is his charity, Humans Helping Humans, which he founded during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown. This initiative provided meals to those in need, embodying his compassion and deep commitment to service. His work was also closely tied to the Cyril Ross Nursery, a home for children born with HIV/AIDS, where he directed his creativity and resources to support those in need. A true advocate of living life to the fullest, Mr. Solomon's motto, "Live, love, and laugh," defined his approach to every challenge he faced. His contributions to Fatima College and the broader community exemplify the values of generosity, resilience, and boundless creativity, making him a most deserving inductee into the Fatima Hall of Achievement. Please join me in welcoming Mr. James Solomon, who will accept this award on his behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating all the inductees in the categories of religion, public service, business, sport, and culture for their remarkable achievements. We extend our thanks to Mrs. Ramdas and Mr. Seaton for assisting us with the distribution of these awards. For anyone associated with our college, it is about building up. It is about building up the lives of our students, their families, and the communities from which they come. And our next item performed by Miss Ariel Alexa, speaks to that reality, to that ethos. She will perform for us a song originally performed by Andrea Day, Rise Up. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage, Ariel Alexa.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. Take it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other, yeah. We will rise, we will rise, oh, we will rise, oh, we'll rise. And I'll rise up, high like the day. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you.
Rise up, let's hear it again for Ariel Alexa. Indeed. Thank you so much. At this moment, we transition to the final category of our inductee ceremony this evening, that of the pioneer. This category celebrates individuals who have blazed new trails, broken barriers, and paved new ways for others through their innovation, courage, and vision. We now invite Mr. Ruthven Thompson, member of the Holy Ghost Fathers Board of Management, to the stage to assist with the distribution of these awards. Dr. Nick Fuller is a distinguished leader in the field of artificial intelligence and automation, currently serving as Vice President of AI and Automation at IBM Research. In his role, he oversees a global team driving innovation in large language models and agent-based systems for enterprise management software. His work spans diverse data modalities, including text, code, time series, and images, with applications in business functions, IT systems, software engineering, and asset management. An IBM master inventor, Dr. Fuller holds over 75 patents, has authored more than 80 technical publications, and has been cited over 3,400 times. As a thought leader, his insights frequently appear in prestigious outlets such as Forbes, IEEE Spectrum, and TechSpot. Dr. Fuller's exceptional contributions to AI and automation, along with his dedication to innovation and thought leadership, make him a worthy inductee into the Fatima Hall of Achievement. Receiving on Dr. Fuller's behalf is former member Mr. Mark Campbell. Please welcome him. We continue with Dr. Kern Guppy. Dr. Guppy is a distinguished neurosurgeon, engineer, and academic whose medical career spans over 25 years and more than a decade in engineering. A proud alumnus of Fatima College of the class of 1972, Dr. Guppy's academic journey began with an AMOCO scholarship to pursue a bachelor's degree in petroleum engineering at the University of Tulsa. He later earned a master's and a PhD in petroleum engineering, along with a master's in industrial engineering from Stanford University, where he also served as a teaching assistant at Sigma Xi Science Honor Society member. Dr. Guppy began his professional career as an assistant professor of petroleum engineering at the University of Southern California, where he collaborated on blood flow dynamics modeling with the medical school, igniting his interest in medicine. Currently, Dr. Guppy is the chief of neurosurgery spine at Kaiser Permanente Medical Group in Sacramento, California, and the co-lead of Kaiser Permanente National Spine Registry. He also serves as clinical associate professor of neurosurgery at the University of California, San Francisco, and the University of California, Davis, where he is the off-site director of the residency program in neurosurgery. His practice focuses on complex spine surgery and brain tumors, earning him recognition as a leader in the field. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Gerard Mahabir, Dr. Kern Guppy's good friend and fellow FOBA member, who will receive this award on his behalf. We continue now with Dr. Colin Paris. Dr. Colin Paris is a visionary leader in technology and engineering, recently retired as a senior vice president and a chief technology officer of GE Digital and a senior corporate officer of the General Electric Company. In this role, Dr. Paris drove GE Digital's strategic vision, spearheaded the development and innovative technologies to enhance products and services, and created transformational solutions to deliver value across GE's gas power, aviation, and renewables businesses. Previously, Dr. Paris served as Vice President of Software and Analytics Research at the GE's Research Center, New York, where he led the creation and application of industrial analytics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Notably, he pioneered GE's Digital Twin Initiative, an engineering and a data analytics innovation that significantly optimized industrial asset performance, delivering over $500 million in value within 2 years. Dr. Paris holds a master's degree and PhD in electrical engineering from the University of California, Berkeley, and master's in management from Stanford University. Colin Paris's extraordinary contributions to technology, engineering, and business make him a fitting recipient of this award this evening. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Colin Paris as he comes forward to receive his award. Dr. Damani Piggott is a distinguished academic clinician and leader in the fields of infectious diseases, epidemiology, and biomedical education. A proud alumnus of Fatima College, Dr. Piggott's educational journey began with his exceptional performance in Trinidad and Tobago, earning him a national scholarship in 1992. This achievement set the stage for a stellar academic career, culminating in his valedictorian honors at Morehouse College, where he earned a Bachelor of Science in Biology and Spanish, summa cum laude. Currently, Dr. Piggott serves as an Associate Professor of Medicine and Epidemiology at Johns Hopkins University. He is also the inaugural Associate Vice Provost for Graduate Diversity and Partnerships and the Executive Director of the Vivian Thomas Scholarships Initiative, a groundbreaking $150 million program aimed at fostering pathways for underrepresented students in STEM fields. Dr. Damani Piggott exemplifies the highest standards of academic and professional achievement, and his legacy is a source of inspiration to the Fatima College community and beyond. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Arnold Piggott, who will receive this award on behalf of Dr. Damani Piggott. Born on the 17th of February 1968, Mr. Ronald Suresh Roberts is a distinguished alumnus of Fatima College, where he was also a member of the Trinidad national swim team. After excelling at the University of the West Indies Primary School and Fatima College, Mr. Roberts received a National Island Scholarship in 1986, propelling him to academic success at Balliol College, Oxford, and later Harvard Law School, where he earned his Master of Laws. While at Harvard, Mr. Roberts shared the classroom with then future US President Barack Obama. A prolific author, Mr. Roberts wrote his first book, Clarence Thomas, and Tough Love Crowd was a critical exploration of neoconservative ideology. He later co-authored Reconciliation Through Truth with Kader and Louise Asmal, a pivotal work on apartheid-era governance, featuring a foreword by Nelson Mandela. His literary accomplishments continued with a biography and critique of Nobel laureate Nadine Gordimer and the authorized biography of South African President Thabo Mbeki, Fit to Govern. Mr. Roberts epitomizes the values of excellence, service, and intellectual achievement, making him a most deserving inductee this evening into the Fatima Hall of Achievement. Please join me in welcoming Minister in the Ministry of National Security, the Honourable Keith Scotland SC, a good friend of Mr. Ronald Roberts, who will receive this award on his behalf. Conclude this category with Mr. Geoff Sion, a national open scholar, high-tech CEO with a trailblazer in the US digital health industry. A proud alumnus of Fatima College, Mr. Sion attended the college from 1985 to 1992, hailing from Guanapo Village, Arima. During his time at Fatima, he excelled in academics, sport, and leadership, embodying the values of discipline, innovation, and community. After earning the National Open Scholarship for Business Studies, he attended MIT, where he completed both a bachelor's and master's degree in computer science, with a focus on artificial intelligence in just 4 years. He later earned an MBA from Harvard Business School, the world's leading institution for leadership, joining the ranks of other Fatima alumni such as Robert Wickham and Richard Vera. Mr. Sion's credits Fatima College for shaping his success, instilling in him the values of discipline, leadership, and community. His remarkable achievements and commitment to giving back make him the most fitting, deserving inductee into the Fatima Hall of Achievement. Please welcome Ms. Zalima Lee Sion, mother of Mr. Geoff Sion, who will be receiving this award on his behalf. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for all of our inductees in this category. And we thank Mr. Thompson for assisting us with the distribution of these awards. So, at this time, we have another old boy, but this time to bring us some entertainment. A very talented old boy, a young man, an almost engineer, I would say, but so wonderfully talented on a myriad of instruments. But this evening, his instrument of choice will be the alto sax. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mr. Matthew Nualo, who will play for us This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. Please welcome him. Let's hear it again for Matthew Nualo. Thank you very much. And what a fitting way to conclude this formal part of this evening's ceremony. So, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the final portion of this official proceeding. And to deliver the vote of thanks, please join me in welcoming to the podium Mr. Jelani Corby, Chairman of the Benefits and Recognition Committee of the Fatima Old Boys Association. Please welcome him.
All protocols having been established, good evening, everyone. As we approach the conclusion of this extraordinary evening, I am filled with immense gratitude and pride as I extend heartfelt thanks on behalf of the Fatima Old Boys Association and the entire Fatima community. Tonight, we have borne witness to the embodiment of excellence, service, and achievement, as we honor the individuals who have illuminated the path for generations to come. To the Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Ayanna Gaspard-Clark, thank you for your address and for graciously joining us to celebrate this occasion. To the Holy Ghost Fathers Board of Management, under the steadfast leadership of Father Gregory Augustine, your unwavering commitment to nurturing excellence within our institution has been pivotal. Your vision ensures that Fatima College remains a beacon of academic, spiritual, and cultural brilliance. To the President of the Fatima Old Boys Association, Mr. Christian Fleming, and the Executive, your unwavering leadership and commitment to the Fatima community are instrumental in carrying forward our cherished traditions and fostering a culture of excellence. Mrs. Jillian Ramdas, Acting Principal of Fatima College, and Mr. Shad Seaton, your partnership and dedication to fostering a nurturing and dynamic environment for our students is deeply appreciated. You and your team are the stewards of a legacy that continues to inspire. To our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Stephanie Gale, thank you for guiding us so eloquently through tonight's proceedings. Your grace and poise have set the perfect tone for this celebration. We must also recognize the talented performers who elevated tonight's celebration with their artistry. To Jeremiah Rez, Ariel Alexa, and Matthew Nualo, thank you for sharing your gifts with us. To the families and friends of our inductees, thank you for being the bedrock of their success. Your love and support and encouragement have been the silent forces driving their extraordinary journeys, and tonight we honor you as well. And finally, to our esteemed inductees, you are the living embodiment of Fatima College's ideals. Through your achievements, you have exemplified the values of perseverance, discipline, and service. You have shown that a Fatima education is not merely an experience, it is a lifelong call to lead, inspire, and transform. As we conclude tonight's formal proceedings, let us carry the spirit of this evening forward. Let us continue to celebrate excellence, to honor those who paved the way, and to inspire the next generation to dream even bigger. And now I invite everyone to please stand and join us in singing the Fatima College Anthem, a timeless tribute to the values, traditions, and enduring spirit of this great institution.
Fatima boys, come answer to the call from far and wide, shoulder to shoulder, ever marching on. God be our guide, fearless and true, loyal to you. Oh, alma mater, firmly one, strive on.